7-1, solving two-step equations. There's a couple steps that we need to do when we learn to solve two-step equations. The first step is to undo the addition or subtraction. So when we remember, we're trying to always isolate the variable. Here's my variable x. I want to get rid of the addition or subtraction that's getting in the way of x. In this case, the plus 1 is getting in the way of x. Step 2 in solving two-step equations is to undo multiplication or division. At this point, I'd like you to pause the movie, copy down the title Solving Two-Step Equations, and write down step 1 and step 2 into your notes so that you have these steps to follow as you work through the problems. Okay, let's look at example 1, following the steps that you just wrote down in your notes. We, of course, always copy the problem first. 2x plus 1 equals 5. I now look at step 1, undo addition or subtraction. I see that 2x plus 1. The inverse operation of plus 1 is to put in minus 1. Let's simplify. 2x is still on the left-hand side. The plus 1 and the minus 1 cancel out. And that's going to equal 5 and negative 1, which is 4. Let's go back to step 2. Step 2 says to undo multiplication or division. So we ask ourselves, who's getting in the way of x? That would be 2. 2 times x. The inverse of multiplication is division. So I divide both sides by 2. My answer is x equals 2. I can go back and check that in my original equation. 2 times, let's see, x is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1, does that equal 5? Yes, it does. So I know I got that answer correct. Pause the movie now and copy these steps into your notes so that you have an example problem to look at. Let's try practice 1. 3n minus 6 equals 15. Pause the movie now. Try to solve this equation on your own, and then play the movie again to check your answer. Let's see how you did. 3n minus 6 equals 15. If I refer to my notes, I know that I deal with what's adding or subtracting first. In this case, I'm subtracting 6. The opposite of subtracting 6 is to add 6 to both sides. My final or simplified equation is 3n equals 21. 3 is bugging n by multiplying. The inverse operation is to divide. I now know that n is equal to 7. I can go back and check n equals 7 in my notes. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 minus 6 is 15. Double check your work to see that you got the same answer. Let's try practice 2. T, remember that fraction bar means division. T minus 10 equals negative 6. Pause the movie now and try this problem on your own. Play the movie again to check your work. The first step is to add 10 to both sides. T over 4 now equals, don't forget your integers, negative 6 means you owe $6. 10 means you have 10, so you still have 4. Now, 4 is bugging t by dividing. The opposite is to multiply. Those cancel. T is equal to 16. Check your work. Make sure that you got this correct.